Here's are the 3 questions we get asked the most. Welcome to How to Expat. My name is Tacha.
My name is Sam, and at How to Expat, we help expats relocate. In this video, we're going to talk about the 3 questions we get asked most on, with the clients we have, with the people we talk to. So just kind of newbie expats, or soon to be expats. So first of all is cost of living, especially the apartment. So a lot of people see that in other blogs and in our videos that you can get an apartment here in Medellin for $300, $400 US.
Like below $500 US.
Exactly. And then we get the question, let's say on our new website, How to Medellin, I'm searching for an apartment, $350 max budget. And we always have to explain that it's not so easy because, if you've seen our latest videos, we talked about how difficult it is to get an unfurnished apartment in the first place. And then the second thing is if you didn't see the video, it's very hard to get an unfurnished apartment because you need a co-signer, Colombian bank account, statements, and different things like that. If you want to find out more, there's a video in the link to the description down below. But even on Airbnb, so a lot of people say, they found Airbnbs for $300, $400, $500. And they're furnished, so it should be very, very easy to find, to get an inexpensive apartment. So the thing or the issue there really is that in Colombia you have kind of modern apartments and you have kind of the, let's say, more traditional Colombian apartments. And we stayed, for example, in one of those traditional Colombian apartments, which was around $550, which was very, very budget per month. So what were the issues there?
It was colder inside than outside. We heard our neighbors, like when they were fighting, or when the first one woke up in the whole building, we woke up too because it was so loud. You could hear his alarm going off and you could hear dogs barking. So you pretty much heard everything. And that was not really a good night's sleep. And just like the frame of, how do you say, like the apartment, the structure,
the architecture.
The architecture was really weird, and just like a lot of things. Like it was a nice apartment for 1 to 2 months, but after that, it was too much of all the neighbors and all of that. So it was a good price. But after 1 or 2 months, you're done with it.
Fed up with it.
Yeah, pretty much.
So this is what you have to know. The thing is, yes, there are very, very cheap apartments, and even though most people think, they can make it, they don't need the luxury gringo things and stuff, they want to live like a local, we find with 99% of our clients, they don't like these types of apartments and they're gonna stick to a higher budget to get that. So just keep that in mind. If you do your budget, especially in the beginning, maybe in the first year where you have to have a furnished apartment and things like that, I would say usually our clients pay around $800 to $1,200 a month on their apartment. So this is just one of the things we get asked most. How do you get a cheap apartment like that? And we just have to say it's complicated and it's not so easy. So then the second thing is, can you get along here with just English? So what is your take on that?
Can you get along in Colombia with just English? In my opinion, not really. Most Colombians don't really speak English, not like at least conversational, nothing like that. So pretty much the answer is no. Yes, you can get along with Google Translate and all that, and most people, most clients we have, do exactly that, and they stay in more touristy areas, like in Medellin, like El Poblado, and around Parquilleras, where there are more tourists, so they're more used to English speaking people. But in general, having a good time here, I think, in my opinion, also should come with speaking the language. And so I would say no, you really need to learn some Spanish to to come here.
Exactly. And
especially living here.
Exactly. Tourism is something else, but if you want to live here, the thing is, you can get by with just English, but it will be hard. But on the other hand, you will have much better time if you speak Spanish, so you can get into the local culture and things like that. So yeah, it's just a big advantage if you speak Spanish. Then tipping culture. Most of our clients are from the US. The US has a very different tipping culture than pretty much the rest of the world. We even encountered that when we have been in South Africa, that Europeans tip usually like it is in other places as well, and the US is just different. So what is the tipping here?
So I made a video about that. I can link that in the description down below. But in general, in Colombia, you don't really have a tipping culture. So in general, what you need to know is when you want to tip, don't tip more than, let's say, 2,000 pesos. I know it's less than $1, but here it's a lot, and they're already happy with 2,000 pesos. And not more than that. Like, we have people giving them like 50,000. It's like giving a tip of $50 for them. How for them, this is how it feels for them. That's a lot. They will love you, but anyway, don't do that. So yeah, in general, no tipping culture here. So the only time you have to tip is usually in a restaurant, and they will ask you, by law, they have to ask you, can we include the tip? So they include the tip into your bill, and it's 10% always, everywhere. And that's the only time you actually tip. You don't tip taxi drivers. You pretty much don't tip anyone but in a restaurant, like the waiter. So that's it.
Exactly. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. If you want to find out if Medellin could be the right place for you, we offer a Skype consultation. The link to that is in the description down below. Yeah, this is really what we want to say. But yeah, we get mostly from our clients, which are not the usual suspects, like how safe it is, what the cost of living is, can I get healthcare? But these are more kind of these questions we get once they come here, the aspiring expats. So yeah, I hope you liked that video. Don't forget about the Skype consultation, and hope to see you in the next video.